I'm sorry. No one except for Cheydinhal City Guard are allowed inside this home. Due to outstanding fines owed to the city, Aldous Othran's property has been seized and is now sealed until further notice. Good day.
Yes? Ever since Ulrich Leland took over the captain of the guard post, this city's gone downhill. It's getting almost scary to walk the streets. The guards have imposed new, ridiculously heavy fines for every infraction under the sun. They almost seem to make up laws just for charging fines. If you can't pay the fine, they can take your property away or toss you in the castle dungeons. Nothing we can do about it, really. If you're interested, go talk to Lavana Nadarin. She seems the most outspoken against Ulrich and his new fines. Take care.
You seem far too nice to be one of Ulrich's men. What can I do for you? Oh, please, don't even get me started. That madman won't be satisfied until everyone in town is dead broke. Or in jail. What in Oblivion is Ulrich doing with all that money anyway? I'm sure he's lining his pockets with the gold of the good citizens of Cheydinhal. Take my good friend Aldous Othran, for example. In the last month, he's been fined 6 times. 6! All for being drunk and disorderly. Have you ever gone past a guard barracks? When are they not drunk and disorderly? What kind of a stupid fine is that? Well, Aldous couldn't pay the last 2 fines, so they seized his home and threw him into the street until he could pay it. Bastards! The Count? He could care less about our plight. As long as the roast suckling pig is delivered to his feast table, he's as happy as can be. Well, there's one man who seems to care. Garrus Durelian, the second in command of the guard. I hear he isn't happy with Ulrich. I don't know what you can do for us in this situation. I mean, Ulrich is a captain after all. Perhaps you could speak to Garrus. You can find him roaming the county hall of the castle most of the time. I don't know where the Count found him, but I sure wish he'd send him back. He's a menace to this town. Poor fellow. You may be able to find him roaming the streets of Cheydinhal, probably drunk. Only a month ago, he lost his wife. They were traveling the road from the Imperial City when a bandit raiding party struck. He barely escaped alive. Ever since then, he's been drunk. Sure, he gets rowdy sometimes, but he's never hurt anyone. Garrus may be our only hope.
Yes? What do you want? I can't say I'm prepared to speak to you about that. No telling who will end up finding out. It appears you've spoken to Lavana. I know she sounds a bit like a raving madwoman, but she isn't far from the truth. Ulrich is definitely up to something. Every day, we take in exorbitant fines from the people. Where most of the money goes, I have a good idea. Ulrich keeps his quarters locked, but I've glimpsed inside. The things he has in there could never be purchased on a captain's salary. At first, I thought maybe he was from wealthy stock, but many of the goods have been delivered recently. I'd love to bring him to task in front of Count Indaris, but I dare not without a solid witness that will speak against him. Honestly, she's never done anything to be fined or get in trouble. Yet. The person I'd love to bring in as a witness is Aldous Arthurn. That is, if we could sober him up for 5 minutes. I haven't approached him myself, as Ulrich has eyes everywhere. However, he doesn't know you well enough yet to suspect anything. If you want to help, you need to get Aldous to agree to become a witness. Nothing else can be done. You must locate Aldous. He's a danger to himself and others in his condition.
Who are you? Ha! That stupid Swit? Throw me out of my home, will he? I'll show him a thing or two about messing with an Othran. All I did was fall down, sure. Maybe even vomited on the floor of the tavern. Charge me 6 times, Ulrich? Charge me, you fetcher! Well, I'm not standing for this anymore. You come with me and I'll show you what the Othrans can do when their backs are to the wall. This is my house. Get out of the way. Move, I say.
Sir, this property has been seized by his lordship, the Count of Cheydinhal. Leave immediately.
I said move, or by my ancestors, I'll put you on the ground with a split lip.
Sir, I must warn you that threatening a city guardsman is an offense punishable by a fine of no less than 50 gold. Pay, or be jailed.
You Swit! How dare you? Ulrich be damned. He can take his fine and stuff it up his backside.
You've been warned. You are now under arrest. Please, come with me.
I'll go nowhere with you, fetcher. Nowhere.
Aldous Othran has been slain by a Cheydinhal guard. He had led me to his old house, where he exchanged heated words with the guards. During the argument, Aldous pulled a knife and the guard put him down. I should tell Levana the sad news.
Stand clear.
Is something amiss? You have an ashen look on your face that tells me so. What's wrong? Oh no, they killed him. I can't believe this. Ever since his wife passed at the hands of the bandits, his life has been miserable. I'd grown to become fond of him. I wanted to take him into my house, but I was afraid. And now look what's become of him. There are no more options left. Ulrich must be dealt with, and actions speak louder than words. You must do something for me. Go tell Ulrich that I have some information that incriminates him. Tell him to come alone, or he won't get it. Then lead him here, and I'll do the rest. Ulrich will not buy his way out of this one. He'll pay, I promise you.
I feel Ulrich's eyes upon me as we speak, so be brief. We must put an end to this travesty of justice. Beware of Ulrich. I wouldn't confront him at this time, as he'll surely have you thrown in jail. If you raise a hand against him and strike him down, you'll be accused of murder. Even if Ulrich doesn't do things by the letter of the law, I do. You! Aldous will be mourned. I won't sit by and watch the innocent being driven to the brink like that. Something must be done, but without bloodshed. Levana has always been quick-tempered. You must reconsider her plan. It can only lead to prison for her and for you. I swear that Ulrich will pay for this. We must handle this carefully and prove to the Count that he needs to be arrested. Ulrich has been watching me, so I haven't been able to enact a plan I devised to bring him down. That ends today, now that you're here. The evidence we need to incriminate Ulrich must lie within his quarters. You must sneak in there and retrieve it without being seen. If you're caught, there isn't anything I can do to help you. Just be careful. Aldos's death is indeed a tragedy. We'll do what we can to put his soul at ease. Quickly now. I'm here to relieve you. Another day, another septum. I'm your relief. My feet are killing me. I'm your relief. Another day, another septum.
In Ulrich's quarters, I've discovered a letter he wrote to some relatives outside of Cyrodiil. In it, he talks about sending him a great deal of money and goods he purchased using the illicit funds. This is the evidence Garrus would need. I should take it to him.
Dearest Isabel and Ginetta, I should be able to send you another package of money and goods within the month. This posting is proving more lucrative than I'd first suspected. Who knew that Indaris would be so easy to dupe? He doesn't even care. He's so busy wrapped up in his own affairs, and I mean that literally, that he has no time to pay attention to the daily operations of Cheydinhal. I've decided to raise the fines again next month. Then we can begin constructing that summer keep we'd always wanted, my cousins. More to come soon. My love to both of you. Ulrich.
You're back. Good. Did you find the evidence? You've done it. This letter will spell his undoing when I present it to Count Indaris. Splendid work indeed. I must hasten to the Count and deliver this immediately. Please, meet me back at the Cheydinhal Bridge Inn in about 2 hours. I must speak to the Count.
It's been about 2 hours, and Garrus Deralian should be meeting me at the Cheydinhal Bridge Inn.
I come from speaking with Count Indaris, and I have news for you. After speaking to the Count, and in light of the evidence you recovered, Ulrich has been removed from his post and arrested. Many guards are coming forward with more evidence of his greed, so it's safe to say he'll be spending quite a bit of time in the city dungeons. I've been promoted to the post of Captain of the Guard, and hope to return respect to the peacekeepers of this town. The Count and I thank you for helping bring Ulrich's hold on Cheydinhal to an end, and for doing so without unnecessary bloodshed. As a token of our gratitude, as you did this at the risk of false imprisonment or perhaps your life, we reward you this bounty of gold. On behalf of the people of Cheydinhal, I thank you. Ulrich will be spending years in the city dungeons. This should give him plenty of time to reflect on what he's done. Until we meet again, may your travels be safe and the road remain clear.
I'm overjoyed to hear that Garrus has replaced Ulrich as the captain of the guard. I'm sure he'll do a fine job. Though I'm happy that Ulrich has been removed from his post, I'm still saddened that there'll be no true retribution for Aldous. When I was younger and living in Vardenfell, my parents instilled in me the code of an eye for an eye. It's hard not to see that through. I'm sorry, I shouldn't berate what you've done for Cheydinhal. Everyone appreciates what you did, as do I. Farewell, Sergio.